And COVID-19 has brought on many restrictions. Businesses have been forced to adjust to the times, and that includes changing the way that driving school is conducted.
Western Mass News reporter Alyssa McCann has some details on some of those challenges driving instructors and new drivers are now facing.
Learning the rules of the road looked different for drivers this year. Peter RONCHI, a driving instructor and teacher at Reasonable Driving in Westfield, says the Registry of Motor Vehicles came up with new regulations for instructors and student drivers due to COVID-19.
There is masks to be worn by driver and instructor at all times. They eliminated anybody from observing hours, which meant normally there would be another kid in the car, so now it's down to 2 people.
Instructors and teachers are taking multiple safety precautions between lessons and tests.
When we drop off one person, we sanitize both driver and passenger seats, and those are probably the biggest changes that we have made.
But they're also faced with challenges of their own.
Trying to communicate while wearing a mask, because sometimes your directions and the things that you ask the kids to do are not heard quite clearly, so it's difficult.
Plus, drivers are learning virtually rather than coming to class, which is difficult for a hands-on teacher like RONCHI.
Wednesdays was always what we called driving under the influence days. Bill was good enough to purchase distracted driving goggles, and we would put them through field sobriety tests.
But one of the most difficult changes is the student drivers are not able to have their instructors in the car, making it another challenge for them.
Without a friendly face in the car, they are absolutely paranoid, most of them. That's the biggest question we get is, how come you can't sit in the car with us?
RONCHI tells Western Mass News although these restrictions are in place, they are busy with new student drivers.
These kids are backed up 3 or 4 months from the time that they were eligible to get their permits and attend school, which we couldn't do.
And with all these restrictions from COVID-19, RONCHI feels student drivers are more eager to learn and gain some freedom.
We have another class coming up starting next Monday, and I'm sure we're going to have a large amount of students then.
For Western Mass News, I'm Alyssa McCann.